This Road to Prosperity video is sponsored by Vandergraaf. Visit vandergraaf.com to learn more about how their advanced drum motor technology reduces maintenance costs while delivering reliability and longevity for belt conveyors operating in the harshest of environments.
What are the barriers that you anticipate coming along to getting Luckstone sites fully operational with autonomous trucks? I mean, and what's the timeline to kind of get from where we are today to what the future looks like?
Yeah, well, we're starting with the 777, 777 on site there, and so we're going to be leveraging a MineStar solution that is leveraged for mining initially. But you know, if you think about a quarry application where you may have many fewer trucks, the heavy touch from a automation perspective is not required. So how do we scale in a way that makes all of the infrastructure that's required as well as the operation to be much more seamless? So using an iPad versus a computer system, leveraging similar technology, but perhaps something that's the trucks aren't going to run at quite the speed you have in a mine site. So can you use different technology there? So we'll be scaling different models of not only equipment but also the actual technology that sits on the truck as we approach it. And we'll be doing that in combination with studying how Luckstone does their operation. So there's going to be a lot of back and forth with how they do it in today's state, and then how do we take steps out and really save time and make it more seamless. I don't know if you have
I would just add that I think communication is super important, along with the technical part. I think getting back to the coordination so that we're on the same page philosophically, which I do believe we are at the senior level, but that as you move towards your frontline leadership and your frontline operators, we want them to be bought into this whole philosophy around how this, I would say, changes mining, changes transportation, changes the use of technology, and that they see a future beyond the current day that is one that they're really excited about. And then when we go through and I would say build trust, connection, and I'm talking about with the specific site and team at Bull Run and the specific people that will be part of this from Caterpillar, I believe that's where the real magic happens, is right on that front line, right on the ground with all these complex pieces and parts. So we both know, and Denise and I have talked about this, we're going to stump our toe. That's all part of learning, right? So what we try to move towards is being a lifelong learner versus a lifelong jumper. So you're trying to open up and be curious about the things that you don't know about. And that applies to everybody on this project. So as we think about the financial components, we think about downtime, we think about productivity, we think about the complexities of the site, innovating, communicating, and working together, that's going to be the magic. The human component, I believe, Caterpillar knows how to do this. That is proven, right? They've got 120 million miles of hauling with, autonomous machines. So, yeah, it'll be re-engineered and redesigned, but at the end of the day, it's the human connection and the cultural connection. And I think that is where the magic is and will be expanded into.
I think you bring up a really good point. The change management is going to be critical to how we go about that, and listening to the operators and what their opinions are on how we can improve process becomes super important. That gets them to buy in as well. So that whole change management and unleashing all of their ideas is part of the continuous improvement becomes important.
Thank you to Vandergraaf for sponsoring this Road to Prosperity video. To learn more about how their advanced drum motor technology reduces maintenance costs while delivering reliability and longevity for belt conveyors operating in the harshest of environments, visit vandergraaf.com.